Fantastic. All right. Who's going to recap for me for a spicy 1,000 credits?
We're still trapped on the ISD.
It's very broad. We were
Am I wrong,
able
though?
to take the elevator. I believe it was. I could be wrong with this. I believe we took the elevator up to the computer core. There were guys on those cannons and several others. When the doors opened, we dispatched them quite well. And then it was a big game of follow Plick and M3 around as they fucked everything up. We went into the auxiliary computer backup rooms first. They did one, they blew it up. They did the other, they got I almost got stuck in there. They got out just fine, but they blew both of the auxiliaries up. Then I can't remember if this happened next. I got stuck by Plick while we were arguing with one of the beetles. So now I have space crabs.
Like permanent space crabs.
Armored space crabs.
Yeah.
Plick.
Well, we went into the room with the main computer core. There was a guy frantically typing away. I tried to not let everyone murder him. It didn't work.
Same.
He got
Same.
super murdered.
Never
Correct.
gonna work.
I attempted to restrain him.
And he hugged him to death with his spikes.
Classic miscalculation, really.
Plick set up a bomb, and Daisy chained the batteries or power cells, however it works, from the cannons, so that they all explode at once and take this room out and hopefully knock the ship out of hyperdrive. As we were arguing about that, what to do, Plick set it up, and the second that he set it up, he messed up the timer, and it was supposed to be like a 5-minute timer or something.
No, he was supposed to set it for like 2.5 or 3.5 minutes, and it's set to 90 seconds.
Correct, because he botched that, and then it was 90 seconds, and then Bane back, and the old squad came in.
Yeah, that's solid.
I'll just have, I think, a few things to add to that. Let's see. We know where the children are.
Oh yeah, that happened.
Kumbaya. There was also a vision with Sansei's soul trying to make a meat suit, but turned him into crystals.
That was 2 games ago, though, wasn't it?
Was it? Oh well,
that was the end of 2 games ago.
Well, whatever. Then never mind.
But no, that's good because that was not mentioned in the previous recap. Yeah, that's good.
We know where children are.
The ones we're looking for too, and not just.
Well, okay, so Eridan knows where all of the children are. Sort of like Chris Kringle.
Well, Tech Drift knows as well, but only if they're huddled together.
Oh, man. Well,
you said it. You said it. I'm just repeating it.
I know. All right. So, yes, last session you guys made your way to the memory core, the main computer core, which is. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You're not. We're not recording just yet. Just FYI.
We are recording.
We are.
I thought so. Yeah.
Are we?
All of that stuff about the children is on record. And
oh, great.
Yeah, fantastic. So, we made you all made your way to the main computer core, where you did disable the auxiliaries by blowing up the generators, which caused the rooms to fill with a fire-resistant insulating foam that keeps the room from causing catastrophic explosions inside of the ship. So the smaller rooms had this foam. Now, if you had been caught in there, you would have slowly suffocated to death as the foam fills up all of the airspace.
Fine.
Yeah, your dick's hard. We get it. Come on.
So as you kind of worked your way through the main computer core, let's not forget that M3 tried to give the technician that was working drastically to try to counterbalance the lack of safety options once the auxiliaries had been destroyed. He tried to give him a comforting hug, not aware of the sharpness of his spikes and the lack of constitution that Imperial technicians have. They're technicians, not soldiers, for a reason. He impaled this poor technician, and I believe he might still be dangling on the spikes. I'm not sure if M3 has removed his body from the
I don't think
spikes.
we've had enough time yet.
We have not. Very shortly after that, you all gathered some basic information from the computer systems. You'll learn a little bit more than you know now. All the while, Plick has been setting a homemade explosive using the energy cells from the large weapons, the large turrets, the E-Web blasters that they had set up to try and trap you all. So while I'm finishing up this little bit, Plick, and only Plick, will you please draw? Because I know you said you created a chain reaction. And you had 4 of those. You had your grenade, and you had 4 of those energy cells. So will you please draw specifically on the map where you have placed your chain reactions, just so I know where they are? And then at the end of the session, Styx, one of the members of Banshee Squad, and what appears to be feedback came in. As they entered the room, the room is mostly slate gray. There's a lot of Durasteel flooring, and then the grate that you're standing on is fairly see-through. But it lacks color. It's all very efficient in design. The large banks here and here seem to be some kind of internal storage transferring. You've got a generator that's easy to tell these are generators here that help power, and information access and system controls are all stored in these large 20-foot tall blue cylinders. They're gray on the top and bottom, and the outsides are surrounded with blue, almost like little blue lines, as if you could reach in and pull out a data card with information. You can't, but that's what it looks like. Styx enters the room with a small squad of soldiers dressed in the standard stormtrooper array, as well as a lightly armored trooper that you've never seen before. This one is a female, hair short and slicked back, with light armor on the upper torso and a white uniform underneath, carrying a small holdout blaster. There's also some kind of scanner over the left side of her eye. Styx enters. In his left hand, he holds Miner, inert, not moving. In his right, he drags M4 by the foot. As he enters the room, Styx has, that's right, I remember which one Styx is. As he enters the room, he goes, "Knock, knock. I hear there's criminals here. Show yourselves."
Wait, can he not see us?
You guys are elevated about 15 feet up in the air. So he could probably figure out where you are. Depends on how much noise you make. But at the moment, he is not sure where you are. Not 100%. Bane, on the other hand, he knows.
Of course he does. He always
That makes
knows.
sense.
Is Saxon able to like manual override M4 or Miner into activating?
You could try.
I would love to.
Sure. Roll a intelligence check for me. Just roll in a d20 and add your intelligence into it. That's it. Just intelligence.
Yeah, intelligence +5. All right, cool. It's a 21. Rolled a natural 16. Good start.
Nice. So as you pull out your tech pad and you type in a few buttons trying to access either Miner or M4, you quickly are able to discern the problem. Both of them have been hit with an ion blast. It doesn't do permanent lasting damage, but this particular wave disables all of their electronics. It's like a very controlled EMP burst. So you can turn them back on, but it's going to take time. You essentially have to reboot their systems.
Okay. A manual override.
Yes, you essentially have to plug your tech pad into them and command a reboot.
Very, very not cool. Saxon's just gonna
Can I, while he's doing that, kind of like usher everyone to like get down low and get cover behind the computers? I assume we can, like, I'm looking like these monitors. Can we use them as cover?
You can hide behind them.
Cool.
However, if you are all trying to hide, I will need a stealth check from everybody.
Well, I was gonna say something to them. So like, just for everyone to get cover, so that if they like try to shoot us while I say something, is that okay?
Sure.
Zah's definitely going to hide.
Zah would like to hide?
Yeah, he's going to hide somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll determine where in a moment. Sorry.
Sure.
I'm eating Jersey Mike's.
No, you're
Fuck
fine.
yeah.
If you are hiding, I will need a stealth check from you.
Terrence,
What kind of armament are we looking at?
What kind of what?
I know armament are we looking at? Like, I know there's Styx as Styx. I get that, but
sharing the screen right now.
There's a holdout blaster, and there's
So there's some
heavy?
kind of there's an officer who carries a carbine right here in the middle.
Gotcha.
There are two heavy troopers that carry large, essentially rotating energy Gatling guns. I can't remember off the top of my head.
That's what I was trying to figure out. Okay.
Yes, there are 2 of those. There is some kind of new trooper you've not seen before carrying a holdout blaster. There is a captain or a high-ranking officer with them, as well as Styx and Feedback Baneback.
Baneback.
I'm gonna call out and say, I see you brought your friend Feedback with you. Did you check what he's got on his person? He's got something interesting there.
Other than not speaking, he seems fine.
Just
So you didn't check his pockets?
He didn't have anything in his pockets.
Are you sure about that? No lightsaber?
Why would he have a lightsaber?
Oh, maybe you should ask him.
You're trying to distract me.
I'm not. He's got a pretty dope lightsaber. I'm pretty sure it's got human body parts on it.
You all go ahead. Drop your weapons.
I believe it was made out of Devorian, Tarek.
I think you're right about that, M3. I think you should drop your weapons and get out of this room because we really don't want to see any harm come to you. Please do it for me. Do it for Feedback.
82 seconds.
Sorry, I was muted. Before he started doing that, could I have used my grappling hook to get to this door over here?
Which door? The one up top?
Yeah.
How far can your grappling hook go?
It looks like it's 30-60.
30, 60.
60 is the long range then.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna.
From where you are currently. Oh, look at that. You could try to get pretty close to the door, but I am going to need you to roll a dexterity attack essentially, but with disadvantage because you're past its comfortable range.
Okay, and the wall's AC, I guess?
Yeah.
Hopefully the wall's AC isn't too high.
Now, it's more judged on the whole. So
8 plus 5.
13.
Yeah.
You don't. It's more. I'm less worried about the wall's AC and more judging your accuracy at this distance. So you can get to about here.
Okay, that works.
So not quite all the way there. And as soon as you do that, I need everyone to roll initiative.
How far away from us are they?
Spruik, I'm rolling for you, right?
Yeah, please.
You got it.
Roughly 60. The closest one is about 30 feet, but it's also down a little. And then, oh my gosh, that's the best M3 initiative ever. And the rest are 65 to 80 feet.
Where is your initiative here? Oh. Spruik is 15.
And a lot.
Ugh. Tarek is 10.
Tarek is 10. Za?
Just a moment. I have a 22 for initiative, and previously my stealth checks were 19 and 18, so a 19.
Okay.
Not that
Very
it
good.
counts, I guess, because I don't have like sneak attack damage or anything, but maybe they won't shoot me first.
Fair enough. Nax, yours is 11.
Yep, I rolled a 6 for stealth.
Okay,
and
a
can you-
6 for stealth?
Yeah, and can you put
Okay.
my token on the map?
That's right. You were not here last time, so
I have
yeah.
I have one question real quick, sorry.
No, you're good. What's up?
My lean and agility racial feat says that I need to spend at least 1 round in combat moving 0 feet to recharge it. I'm guessing I've had enough time.
Yes. At this point, you've had enough time for it to have been recharged.
Just wanted
Not.
to be sure before
Yeah,
I used it.
yeah. Nope, I appreciate the clarification. Plick, what is your initiative?
7 total, and I would like to use my ability that lets me move 30 feet before initiative.
Sure. M3, Spruik, Tarek, Za,
That's
next.
such a neat ability.
It is good. Plick, Saxon, what is your initiative?
13, sir.
13. Did I miss anyone? Did I miss anyone?
Click Houdini boy.
I got him. I got him.
Yeah, mine's a 7. I did terrible.
All right, so Za goes first, then the Imperial forces, then M3, then 15 is Spruik, then Saxon, then Nax, then Tarek, then Plick. At this point, you guys probably tick down about 15 seconds. We'll say 15 seconds on the timer. And each round is roughly 6 seconds. So if 90 seconds minus 15 puts you at 75?
75, yeah, you're correct.
75.
Great, so we're at 75 seconds. And at the top of the round, I'm going to remove 6 seconds every time. So when Za's turn comes back around, that seems fair. All right, Za Warudo, it is your turn, my friend. They've slowly been moving while you all were talking, some of them.
Mm-hmm.
And so they are where they are. They are meant to be where they are. But as soon as Plick jettisons his or pulls out his grappling hook and just and darts off, you hear Stick go, "That's it, blast him!" And it is the top of the round as the contingent of troopers breaks off quickly. So go ahead, Za.
Man, okay. I'm reading over one of my powers to see how it works.
Mhm.
Everything's perfect until the last sentence, you know? That's it. Like that final little caveat at the end, just like, damn, you can't do what you wanted.
The worst feeling.
Okay, so you said this guy here is carrying Minor in one hand and M3 in the other, so basically?
Yes, at the moment he's dragging M4s by the foot and he's got Minor in his hand.
Okay, so would you classify M4 as being carried?
No, I would classify M4 as being drug.
Excellent.
Don't date rate M4.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it doesn't specify a size for the thing.
What are you looking at right now? Which one?
I was gonna try to see if I could force disarm the guy holding him, and because it like
try to yank M4 out of his hand?
Essentially, it would pull M4 out of his hand towards me. But
so
I think I have to get a little closer because it's only a 30-foot power, and I'm like 40 feet away.
Yeah, I would say you definitely need to move a little bit closer. And whatever the distance that you would normally be able to move the item in, due to M4 being a medium creature, just half that distance.
Yeah, that seems totally fair. I'm fully okay with that. I was just
now
trying to
Minor would not have that same issue. If you tried to yeet Minor out and succeeded, he'd go the full distance.
Yeah, but he's being carried, and the power specifies that if the item is being carried, they roll advantage. And I was trying to avoid them rolling advantage.
I see.
So, hence the clarification on carrying.
Yeah. Yeah, no problem.
I think what I'm actually going to do, because I believe myself to be hidden, right?
Yes, you do believe yourself to be hidden.
Excellent. Okay, I will stay here for my action, remain hidden, and I want to hold it until one of the troopers attacks an ally.
Until one of the troopers attacks an ally?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that it? You're just holding until a trooper attacks an ally?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right, and with that, it is the troopers' turn. Bane is at the end of the round. He's independent of the troopers. I need to clarify that.
So
independent.
Yeah, at the end of the round is when he stabs him in the back. That's what you're saying.
That's not what I'm saying.
That's exactly what's going to happen.
I think he's saying Bane's just going to watch and see what happens.
That is what I'm saying.
How would that happen? M3 is his best friend. He's got to help him. I'm sorry, please continue.
I would help. Just that I would. Sometimes the best way someone can help is by being out of the way.
Okay, enough philosophy, more shooty.
All right. So it is now the trooper's turn. We're going to start with this new trooper. A very lithe trooper is going to take a few feet of movement, and then she's going to roll an athletics check. Actually, it's an acrobatics check. Fantastic. As she runs up, gaining momentum quickly, she jumps in the air and makes it to her feet about halfway up this 20-foot pillar, this data bank. She launches off of it and parkours her way up to here. It does take all of her movement, but once she is up there, she levels the holdout blaster at Nax, who is not hidden.
Damn.
And she takes a shot. Nax, does a 17 break your armor?
Yes, it does.
Does Dan's held action go off?
Yes, Dan, when she attacks, your held action goes off.
Excellent.
And
I'm
she
gonna
has not
cast-
seemed to notice you yet.
I'm going to cast the at-will power saber throw.
Okay.
So it'll
Go ahead.
be- That's I think that's the universal power. So I'll
Mhm.
7. So I have to wipe honey mustard off.
No, you're good.
Seven. For a 17.
You hit with a 17.
She also rolled a 17. I find that humorous. Level. Just going to deal a basic D8. And since I'm 5th level, I can have it bounce to another enemy within 30 feet of that, but there's no one there. So
Mhm.
she'll just take a single hit of 6 damage.
6 damage? Okay. So she'll take 6.
Oh, and
Math.
sneak attack damage.
Oh, yeah. What's your sneak attack damage?
0d6 plus 0.
Great. Great. I was like, wow, you have sneak attack damage? Okay. Fantastic. Great. You throw as she lands and aims. You see a shot as you hurl your lightsaber. It glances off her shoulder and you hear a grunt as she notices, like she turns and glances that she's seen you. Nax, you're going to take 8 points of energy damage from her blaster,
All right.
from her holdout blaster, and that is the end of her turn. This trooper is going to run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet. The captain is nothing he can do yet. Okay, fantastic. Am I in range? Za has made his presence known. Oh, I am. Look at this. All right, so he is going to, this trooper is going to level his repeating blaster rifle and open fire. So I need everyone inside of a 10-foot radius of here, which is...
You picking on
And-
Nax or something, man? Come on. He's
And I
first in
am
the center.
technically fresh hell.
So, well, it's also I'm going for the largest area. That's what the trooper's going for, is the largest. How many of them can I get at once? So, Spruik, Nax, Saxon, M3, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Ugh.
After that happens, I would also like to use my reaction.
Yikes.
The DC is 14. The attack doesn't matter for this.
I got
I
half
made
of
it.
that.
Look at that.
Roll 1d20. I am so happy. I got quick-witted. Yeah. Like to add my intelligence modifier to dexterity.
Nice. So if you made 14 or higher, then you take 4 damage. Otherwise, you take 8 energy damage.
Don't
So
know
just-
what I made. Hey, Tarek, what did I make?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, you rolled a natural 20, so I think you're good.
Cool, thanks.
What dice are you using? I want them.
Can I
My
use
special
my
blue
reaction for that?
Yeah, you can use a reaction.
Yeah, I would love to Saber Reflect, which is the at-will version.
Yep, you can use that as a reaction.
At it.
Can I use
But it
that on
won't-
a bomb?
No, he can use that on something like an attack, like an energy shot or a slug shot.
Okay.
Which
so
is what this is, right?
roll
Yes, this
a
is energy.
6, right? Yeah. You don't want to upcast it?
I cannot currently. I only have 2 force points left.
It's a 5.
I'm going to save those.
5. Great. So you will deflect all of the damage and roll an
Right back.
attack.
Yeah,
Oh.
send that some bitch back to him.
Yes, you can send the 4 that was coming at you back at him.
I rolled a 16. Do I add something to it?
No, that breaks armor, so he will take 4 damage.
Wow.
I have
Off
to
of
just
the
grab my
reflected attack.
cheese sticks. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. So then,
Sticks?
Fucking Dylan's gotten chicken nuggies and cheese sticks. What the fuck?
Oh, cheese sticks. I
The
definitely did not hear that.
captain is going to run 40 feet out here into the hallway to chase Plick Pocket.
How dare he? Does he not know Plick is just a peace-loving person?
Feet. Yeah,
With a shotgun?
He made a bomb.
I don't even know.
Oh, perfect. He is
And
within range.
And the bomb's doing damage, not Plick. So who's the real bad guy here?
You know, that's an interesting argument. Plick, the captain is going to make 2 attacks against you.
Okay.
And he gets a plus. Does a 13 and does a 13 break?
I need to find my armor class. Where is that? Nope, that doesn't break.
Fantastic. Does a 24 break?
Yes.
Okay, so 1 will hit. You're going to take, where is it at? You're going to take 10 energy damage from his carbine. He levels a thick blaster rifle at you and just, and one of the shots manages to hit you and you take 10 energy damage.
Okay.
That's the end of his turn. This guy can't see above the rim, but he's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, going that direction. Styx is going to spend 10 feet of movement to go here.
Did you say you can't see above the rim?
Like you can't see above this because this is technically an elevated platform.
Fucking Kimball Walker, point guard, can't see above the rim.
So 10, 15, 20, 25, and he's going to roll a jump check. And he will succeed his jump check to jump up onto this and then spend his action to dash. 5, 10, 1. Nope, that's it. Get those extra feet. And he's going to stop there. I can't have 2 actions. Not those actions anyway. Ugh. Break game. All right. And that is the end of the trooper's turn. M3, it is your turn.
Bonus action rage or run up there.
Okay.
Wait, let me mark off my rage. Boop. I'm gonna swing twice with my sword.
Go ahead, roll your attacks.
Reckless. 1, 2.
Weckless.
Weckless. You hit with both.
Amazing. How do I wait? Okay, I click for damage. I don't know why I was pushing to talk. It's not push to talk. I clicked that button. Wait, is that plus the? I don't think I have. I need to add 2 to that. Let me double check. Yes, add 2 to that, so 16.
Okay.
Adding my rage damage back into my dice. Great. And then
14.
Yeah, 14.
Excellent. With speed and strength, M3 is just schwank, schwank, and 2 deep cuts score across the torso armor that this particular Imperial soldier is wearing. You see her grimace a little bit, and then she looks up and the device that she's wearing over her eye lights up, and she goes, anything else, M3?
Well, that's it.
Is his power level over 9,000?
No, his power level's only at about 5,000 comparatively right now. Prepare to be Vegetaed. All right, Spruik.
Are you sure not Yamchud or
Hold on, there's
Piccolo?
going to be a certain amount of ding in here for just a second.
Possibly a
Tien.
Krillin?
Okay.
Oh, I wouldn't kill
so-
any of you.
Spruik. Spruik's going to bonus action destructive stance.
Okay. Okay.
And that does some neat shit. And where is that special trooper that's up here with us at comparatively to me?
She is
She's within your walking distance. She's 30 feet.
about 30 feet away from you. 25, 30.
Cool. We're gonna run at that bitch.
Seems rude.
Both
gonna move him.
sabers. Yeah, please. Somebody needs to move me. 'Cause
I got it.
cannot do it.
Can you move? You should still be able
Oh,
to
I
move him,
actually don't have access to move him.
but- Boo.
Sorry.
We moved him last time.
I thought it was
I
me,
don't know.
but
It was him. It was him. But
Wild. All right. Well, you do now.
so we're gonna
put him there.
both sabers, but we're going to forego my proficiency bonus on both of them to get 2 additional attacks.
Oh shit. What was that stance called? Is it on your sheet?
So yeah, it's the way of the Acklay. It's in
got
my
it.
features.
Way of
I see it. I see it here.
It basically lets me attack and be able to move for 5 feet after I attack without attack of opportunity.
You can add half your strength modifier to any
that.
damage roll. Okay, good to know.
And that.
In my
Okay, so
head, I see
so
the
is that-
JoJo's menacing
Yeah.
anime titles over
So
Spook.
are we doing down 1 from half or up 1 from half? Stein from 5.
Down
Is
1.
that 2 or 3? Okay, so
Down 1. From
add
half.
2 to all of my damage. But we'll get there in a minute. So
3 or 4 attacks.
it'll be 4 total. I can roll. Hold on, let me, because I'm sitting still for a second. Let's see. That is a 21.
Okay. You hit with that one.
Which is actually minus 3. So what is that? 18?
Yep, still hit. 18 hits.
Which means that's a natural 20. That's going to hit.
Yep. It's going to hit.
15 is going to hit. And 6 is not. So 3 of the 4 hit. One of them is a
Doubled, right?
fun one. 1d6 plus 5.
Oh, cool. I don't have to roll at all.
So 5, 10, 12 plus another 2 is 14 for the first one.
Mm-hmm. 14 for
Another
the first
5,
one.
so double that. So 10 plus 5 is 15, plus 2 is 17, plus 2 is 19.
So 19 for the second one.
Yep. 6 plus 5 is 11, plus 2 is 7, plus 2 is not 7. 6 plus 5 is 11, plus 2 is 13, plus 2 is 15.
Okay, give me a second.
Yeah. Yeah, fucking come at me, and there's no force points used there.
Destructive stance.
You said 15 for the last one?
15, yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah, you guys have done a lot of damage to her. She is scored and bloodied and charred, but not dead.
I would like to use my reaction to targeting strike her.
Man, you guys really want her to die.
Listen, she tried to shoot our cute little elephant. You don't fuck around.
All right, targeting strike, go.
He's got a point. Twice.
Oh wait, never mind. I would have to do it before because I add it to the attack roll, and then if it hits, I also add to the damage roll. But technically I
Okay, so you have to do it before the
lands.
attack.
Yeah. All right, never mind. Sorry.
No, it's good. It's good. Different characters got to kind of learn how they work.
Venom's
All right.
word.
Venom words, bitch. All right, Saxon, it's your turn.
Okay, first off, who has minor?
Sorry, I should have clarified this a second ago. When Styx went to attack, he dropped a minor on top of M4, so they're both right here.
Okay, cool.
Bane is hanging out with them.
Oh, neat. Exactly where I want him to be, next to the murderous Jedi who is friends with M3.
I'm not a Jedi.
Whatever the shit you are.
Gross.
Okay, Saxon's gonna... Okay, first, bonus action. We're gonna potent aptitude on someone within 60 feet of me. Am I within range of Zaw? I am. A bonus aptitude on Zaw. I thought it was a D4. I relooked at everything. Level 5 gives me a D6 now. So Zaw, you get a D6 to any attack or ability check or save in the next 10 minutes. So remember that.
Big hype.
That's a D6. I'll try and remember as well. So do that. We are going to then activate our jetpack and I don't know, Mandalorian jump our way to behind this area over here. Kind of behind cover.
Okay.
And then we're going to get on our tech pad as an action, and we're going to try and hack M4 back online, the manual reboot.
You can spend your action to reboot M4, but he won't come back online until your next turn.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Sure. Okay, great.
That's Saxon.
Excellent. Saxon jumps down, kind of takes some cover, and begins to try to reboot M4. And Miner will come back online at the same time.
Goddamn BIOS system, I swear to Fennec.
M4's running on Vista. We're all screwed.
Beep boop.
It's 97. It's Windows 97. Nax.
Oh, no.
Right.
I'm going to see this bitch runs on Vista.
Nax, your turn.
So I'm gonna pull out both my pistols, so my blaster pistol and the Charik pistol.
Yeah, the Chark pistol.
Yeah. So I'm going to, as my action, attack that lady that M3's swinging at.
Sure, roll your attack.
So, shit, what I just read, I can use. Tongues modifiers to initiative checks. Okay, whatever. So we have a +5. Oh, natural 20.
Holy shit.
Nice.
Okay, Nax.
He didn't like being shot.
Get him.
Oh, plus
Get him.
1 to it. So that'd technically be 26.
It doesn't matter. You hit. And you double your dice damage.
Alright, so. It doesn't actually say what the damage is.
For the Chark pistol,
Yeah.
it doesn't?
It does say if the target is wearing heavy armor, it deals an additional 1d6 lightning.
Hold on. I have the card right here.
That's probably
Martial
gotta be-
Blaster Pistol 1d6 plus 1 energy damage.
Alright, so I didn't think it was going to be anything crazy. Okay, cool. So same as my blaster. Good to know. So roll 1d6.
But when you score, here's the fun part. When you score a critical hit, which you just did, with a weapon, it has the disarming property. So when you score a critical hit on a creature that's holding an object, you can attempt to disarm the target without taking a bonus action or an action. If the target is no more than one size larger than you, it must succeed a strength saving throw of 8 plus your bonus to attacks with the weapon, or it drops the object of your choice. So she's only holding one object, but you can attempt to disarm her because of your critical. So roll your d6 plus 1 for damage. Let's see if she survives.
And not in the fun way that M3 disarms people.
6 damage because of the
Alright,
critical.
so it's
You
a, I rolled a 2, so that'd be a 4
So you're-
for the crit, and plus 1 would be 5.
Okay. And now, what is your attack modifier?
So, because Scholar, it's a +4. No?
And
If
didn't you
you're-
just get an extra +1? Wouldn't that have counted?
Well,
No,
not
it's the bonus to attack. It's the
Oh,
bonus to
never
attack,
mind.
not the damage.
Proficiency plus intelligence. Next.
Yes.
Yeah, so proficiency plus intelligence would be a 7.
7. So she needs to roll a DC strength save of 15 or higher, and she fails. Nax, you have successfully shot her pistol out of her hand.
What?
Awesome.
Just with lightning reflexes, Nax just and just hits her dead in the back of the palm, and she goes "Oh," as the blaster falls to the ground, and she shakes out her hands.
M3
Shoots from the
looks
hip.
very impressed with both Spruik and Snacks. He's never
Well
been impressed
done,
with you guys
Nax.
before.
That was excellent.
All right, and then for bonus action, I'm going to put my critical analysis on this mofo right here.
Okay,
Don't really do anything now.
he's got
then-
critical anal.
He does. I'm going to move towards this stuff right here. And that'll be
Fantastic.
my turn.
Tarek.
Cool. I am going to start by using my force empowered self D6. I'm going to use the slow time ability. So I roll my die to increase my speed by 5 times the amount rolled until the end of the turn.
Awesome.
I rolled a 3, so that's 15 extra. That gives me, so that's 45 feet, right?
Yes, 30 plus 15 is 45.
Let's see.
Sort of like a burst of speed.
Okay, that's 50.
Nice.
Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cast, I keep clicking on Spruik Sheet. I'm going to cast Phase Strike,
Mm-hmm.
which will eliminate attacks of opportunity and give me an extra 30 feet. So it's 75. Is that right?
That's how math works.
Great. I have to double check because I'm not very good at that. So I'm
Good
going to
job.
use,
I do love me some math.
I'm going to use 50 feet to get outside this door.
So this is a level 2 power, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
correct.
teleport. Phase walk is a teleport. You teleport 30 feet to an unoccupied
But
space.
no, he said phase strike, not phase walk.
Oh, he
That's
said
different.
phase-
Phase
No, I'm
strike
sorry.
is different.
Phase Strike is a level 1.
All right, sorry.
So
I'm
that-
looking at phase walk.
I apologize. That's my fault.
No, that's
Um,
me. You're good.
So that will take up my bonus action. So yeah, it increases my walking speed by an extra 30 feet. So that was about 50 feet to get me there.
Right.
And
It
I
also
had
gives you an extra D8 force damage if you make an attack.
Correct.
And advantage.
I should be able to get to this guy, right?
Yeah, that's how math works.
Great.
You can get there.
I want to just like one big step. Like I'm going to take a big deep breath through my nose and just like leap off. Then I'm going to hit the tower, do another leap to get to the door. And then once I'm through the door, just a third leap to wind up right behind this guy with my staff out.
Fantastic.
Yoda in a Senate chamber kind of thing.
Exactly like that.
With such blinding speed that if you're not a force sensitive, all you see is just a blur of motion as Tarek just and is out in the hallway instantly. Even Bane goes, damn.
All right, I'll take it. And I'm going to try to hit him with my staff.
Roll your attack.
Thank you.
Phase strike gives
Uh,
advantage on the first attack.
It
It does.
Okay, great. So that's a 19 total to hit.
You will hit with a 19.
Great.
Write that down.
Let me see. So my weapon does 1d6. That's
Mhm.
6
Plus your
kinetic, and then plus another d8 for
of
that.
force.
Yeah. Okay, let me grab a d8. So 6. It's 10 total.
10 total. Fantastic. So 4 more makes
And
great. With great speed, just and then a force imbued strike whaps this captain over the head, and he goes, "Oh!" And that's pretty much it. It was just an "Oh!"
I get 2 attacks per round, and phase strike is a bonus action spell. So I could use my second attack, right?
If you phase strike as a bonus action in your movement, no, you still attacked because you use your action to attack.
Right, but I get 2 attacks per round because of level.
It's
Oh.
two attacks
Then yes, you have
per
a second
action.
attack. So if you've
Great.
chosen the attack action, then yes, you have 2 attacks.
I rolled a 17 plus
No advantage on this one.
No advantage.
And you don't get the extra bonus damage on the second attack, though, for the force strike. 17 or higher hits.
Oh, great. Okay.
So roll your d6 plus your strength modifier.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
wait,
it's Dex.
dex. Oh.
Dex, right?
If it's a finesse weapon or a light weapon.
Oh, I haven't been adding my Dex to the damage. Oh, so that's then it'll be 9 damage.
Excellent. He's fine.
Cool.
Very tanky.
I'm not
for a
gonna-
captain.
I'm not gonna go back and try to. I have not been adding my Dex to the damage. So that's my
Yeah.
bad, but
I will not retcon damage. If you forget, that's not my fault.
that's fine.
yours.
I'm gonna add it to my. I'm adding it to my sheet now. I never did it before, so
Good. Well, if you die as a result of it in the process, any of you, sorry. Not sorry. All right. Good job, Tarek. That was a great turn.
thank you. I had it planned out.
Speaking of retconning damage, I was not aware of one of my abilities. Which one was it? Uncanny dodge. I didn't know that it worked with any attack.
Stein and I are giving you the same look, so
Great. Well, you can, if you remember it in the future, then you can apply it.
Okay, I didn't know if
I'm
I
not
could.
retconning. I'm not
does Elmark
undamaged.
have uncanny dodge?
Elmark has evasion, so if he
Not
can see it,
uncanny
he
dodge.
takes half damage.
That's the same
Oh.
thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It might be called uncanny dodge. I don't know. If I can see who's damaging me,
That's
I take
evasion.
half. Yeah, then great. I have that.
Okay,
I don't know the
so
name, but I know what it does. So that's better than knowing the name.
I guess I'm gonna try and use my grappling hook to get over here now.
So you can use it to get to the corner.
Oh, can
Right
I
here.
can I have called out to Plick on my turn? I
Because these are
apologize.
empties, right?
What?
This middle spot's empty, right?
No, this is a wall. You're in a
so
hallway.
that's just a wall. Okay.
Yeah, you're in a hallway. So this is a long hallway. So yeah, you can get to like where you can see, but you can't round the corner to the elevator.
Well, I can
So
just run
think
down there
it's
if I
about
want to
moving.
then. Let's see here. Well, that messes up everything that I wanted to do. If I go 30, that's 65. Yeah, I guess I'll just do that.
Okay. So because it's not such a long distance, if you're staying within 30 feet, then I'm not going to make you roll for it, since you're just
Okay.
using your grappling hook to move, pretty much.
Well, is that going to be my action or my movement?
Depends. Are you using your grappling hook or are you running?
I would be using my grappling hook there.
Then that would be your action.
Okay, then I'm going to use my movement and get over here. And then, actually, I'll go right there. And then bonus action, hide in the elevator.
Okay, roll a stealth check. Fantastic.
16 plus a million, 11.
A million, great. You think you're hidden. Very good. It is now Bane's turn. He looks around at this ensuing chaos, and he goes, It looks like time is short. I did say I would help. As he brings his hands together, you see bolts of electricity, and the Force users, you sense a great swelling of energy. And he shoots his hands out, and blasts of energy, it's not lightning, fire out of each of his hands, and he's going to hit all of the targets in the room that he can see. And they're all going to have to roll a save.
Poor K? All the targets he could see?
All the enemies, not you.
Oh.
I had the same thought, Jesse, so.
We're not
Sure,
considered
we don't
enemies
know
currently.
whose side he's on.
Right.
We should all be scared. We should all have that. Well, not me. I'm outside the room, so I don't know. But
Well, that means he can't freeze your target.
do I feel it?
You feel the buildup of force
Cool.
energy. You're not really sure what it is. Do I feel it? Yeah, you do. As Bane hands shoot out, bits of energy launch from his fingertips. He hits 1, 2, 3, all 3, 1, 2, 4. All 4 of the targets in the room, and they all fail their save. As soon as this energy, like literally, they all rolled below 10. As soon as this energy hits them, you hear this thum as their bodies are encased in a blue aura that shimmers, and Bane freezing them instantly. And Bane goes, "Stasis, temporary, but fun. They won't be moving for a minute. I suggest you leave, or stay. Up to you." We will not leave initiative order, but they are all held as long as Bane is concentrating. They are all held in place.
Guys, now the time's to kill Bane. No, I'm joking.
So yeah, we're going to maintain initiative order for the sake of the time, since we kind of have a running countdown, and there is still the captain outside the room. So he was not in line of sight. So Bane did not get
Did
him.
Spruce see Tarek leave the room?
Yes, you saw the blur of motion as Tarek sped out the room.
Okay, that's where Spruce's going, because Spruce also knows he needs to get the fuck out of this room.
Great. Well, it's not your turn, Spruce. It is 6 seconds come off the clock, and it is Zaz's turn.
Okay, well, now that these guys aren't going to be a threat and prioritizing getting everyone out of the room as safely as we can, is going to, I'm going to use my lean and agility to double my movement speed to 60 feet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to run over here next to Nax. And I want to like scoop him up under an arm and say, "Time to get out of here, bud." And then I guess I can't. Is it my action to pick him up, or can I use my action to dash?
I'll let you bonus action pick him up if Nax is willing to be lifted.
Nax, do I have your consent to pick you up? As I ask as I'm picking him up.
Jeffrey Crabgrass says, "Ask for consent."
Excellent.
We're going to assume Nax gives consent for anything until he says otherwise.
That is a statement Jeffrey Crabgrass is not okay with.
Great. So, but
All right.
you can action dash if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll use my action to dash with him under my arm. And so would I go 30 feet or 60 feet?
With lean and agility, I think you get an extra 60 feet because it's still the movement in that turn.
Okay. I just wanted to be sure.
Man, that's stupid. Here's 120 feet of movement. Bye, everybody. Oh, God. I need snipers. Let me write that down. I need to add snipers.
Imagine if I also cast Phase Strike and give myself an additional 30 feet of movement. And,
Sorry.
very potent combinations. 60 feet will get me right to the door. So I'll...
Fantastic. Because you're carrying Max, when you leap down, I'm going to need you to make a strength or dex save to see if you absorb, you can pick which one, absorb the impact of the ground without damage.
Excellent.
It is a 15, 20-foot drop. So
I will make it. Oh, well, then I guess I probably won't make it to the door with my 60 feet of movement.
It's not going to cost you movement. No, the drop, I'm not going to count falling as movement because you're not really moving, you're falling.
Okay.
I mean, if you were like actively flying, that would be different, but you're falling.
I have 14 for my dexterity check. How utterly mediocre.
But it's also not that high. You needed a 12. So
Right.
you take no damage. You kind of, as you fall to the ground, you manage to tuck and roll while cradling Max protectively. So neither of you take damage, and you can continue your movement to where you need to go.
All right. That'll get us right about here.
Excellent.
I'll kind of give Faith a look as I'm running by, like appreciate the solid.
You're welcome. It is now the troopers' turn. All of them are frozen except for this one, who is going to turn and attack Tarek. He gets 2 attacks, and he is going to use the first one to shoot at you.
Does he take a disadvantage because we're in melee?
He does not, because he is a captain and has progressed farther than that in his education.
What a bitch.
Be mad about it. Does a 17 and a 16 break your armor?
They do not.
Neither of them break your motherfucker. He's going to drop a grenade right behind you. That's his third attack. He gets to throw a grenade. So I need you to make a dex save, please.
That's fine.
As he shoots at you twice, and lithely with the force, you just zoop, zoop, and then he's like, huh, and rolls a grenade right behind your feet.
It's a 17 total on my dex save.
17, little bitch. All right. You're all bitches, you know that?
Yes, I'm aware.
It's fine. It's fine. Enjoy your moments. All right, so you're going to take half of 11. So you're going to take 6.
That's fine.
6 kinetic damage, if that matters to your stats.
I don't think it does.
Grand. 6 kinetic damage. And that is the end of his turn. The others are all frozen. And since Bane is continuing concentration, they stay frozen. You see Styx's helmet kind of twitches and he goes, "What have you done to him?" And that is the end of their turn. M3, it's your turn.
All right. I would like to ask, should we decapitate this woman? And I look to the party.
Let's get out of here.
Exit the building first.
Fine. And
Eric's
I,
not
with,
there to give guidance. So.
bonus action and movement can go 60 here. Onslaught style bonus action movement. So I'll go there. And I'm going to throw 2 vibra spears at the guy.
Okay.
I
I thought you were just throwing them at people as you ran by them. Right?
No, at the guy fighting Tarek. So it's range, so I would have disadvantage, but I'm going to do reckless to have advantage, so it's a normal roll.
Okay.
Copacetic?
I understand.
Tarek, duck.
Tarek's gonna reverse matrix. Whoa!
Jesus, 26. You hit with the 26.
The 18? Oh, I see it auto rolled too.
It auto rolls too because of his reckless attacks.
No, it didn't. That was 2 separate.
Oh, you're throwing
he has
2.
2 attacks.
Great, you hit with both.
So that is. Do I have rage on this? Let me look. Wait, 6 plus 6. Yes, I do have rage on that. 12 plus 9.
Oh, great. So that's
Boing.
Yeah, I like how it's like you get a green for the piercing damage and it's a +0. Uh, that's wonderful. Seriously though, so 12 and yeah, fantastic.
So 21 points
21.
of
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do in my head, and I'm bad
stab
at
in the
math.
face. That's my turn.
Great. As Tarek, you sense and hear imminent danger as you drop down these 2 vibro spears. You hear them humming through the air. It's like zoom, zoom, and the captain just cries out in pain, and you see color drain from his face as he looks and sees this hulking droid with spikes and a dangling technician on his torso. As he
Is he alive still?
The technician? No. Or the captain? Yes. The technician.
Great.
Just
No, I know
dangling there.
that guy is.
I can't believe he's still there.
He had been dead for a while.
That is the end of M3. Spruik, your turn.
GTFO, as best as I can, I will bonus action or action dash if I need to get out. My destructive stance only lasts for a minute, so we need to keep a
Sure.
somewhat eye on that.
You're good for now. So bonus action
Minutes,
gives
yeah,
you
you go.
60 feet. You can get to where M3 is.
Cool.
If you go straight.
That's not within melee range of fucker out there, is it?
Everyone's frozen. No. You're well out of range of the captain that's fighting with Tarek and
Okay.
went after Plick in the hallway.
All right, yeah, I'll just be within 3.
Excellent. It is Saxon, your turn. And as Saxon, your turn comes on, M4 and Minor boot up and are now active. They can now move, do everything normally.
Joyful day. All right, cool. We're going to use an action to dash because we have 25 base movement speed. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That gets me just to the door. And bonus action can't really. Wait. Just in range. Bonus action, we're gonna Colto pack on Nax.
So Nax is actually down here with Zod. Zod carries him away.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate. All right, well, we're gonna Colto pack ourselves because I'm hurting just a little bit. So I'm gonna roll a D4 plus tech casting ability modifier, which is a +8. It's 10 health. I'm gonna heal.
Okay.
I rolled a 2. So that's Saxon, and as M4 comes online, he's going to take Minor and pull open a chest cavity where Saxon would sit if Saxon was on him, shove Minor inside, close it, take out the blasting rifle, and move over here beside M3 and take a shot at the captain.
Roll your attack.
Sorry, Dylan, did I interrupt you?
Nothing. Do whatever you're gonna do. I didn't say anything.
Oh. Are you recharging your shields?
Jesse,
Ooh.
you know what?
That's a 10 to hit.
10 does not hit.
That's what I thought. That's unfortunate. Okay. So that's it. Yeah, that's all I can do.
Fantastic. Nax,
Fuck Zah. Don't forget you still have that D6 to add to any attack roll, ability check, or save.
Potent aptitude. I got
Fantastic.
it. I got it right here.
Nax, if you're able, you can take your turn if you want. Otherwise, we'll come back to you. Great. I'm going to assume that he is not able at the moment. So we'll come back. Nax's action is being held until he returns. He consents in the trunk. Tarek, your turn.
Great. I am gonna take a nice wide stance. I'm gonna move my staff underneath this guy's 2 legs, right? And I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna say, "Listen, lad, you've got 3 options. The droid, he can hug you, and you'll be over there with your friend for who knows how long till you rot. Second option, the Wookiee, he can tear your arms off. We can take your body with us, go wherever we need to go with it. Third option." You come willingly. You live. I'm letting it be up to you.
Roll an intimidation check.
Let's see here. Can it be a persuasion?
That sounded pretty threatening. I'm gonna say it has to be intimidation.
That's
I feel
fine.
threatened, and I'm not even really here.
That's fine. That's fine. Okay, I rolled a 19, so it's a 24.
All right.
Also, to be
does-
clear, I was gonna make it like I was gonna hit him in the balls if he didn't.
Fuck. Oh my god. Okay, so he has a +0, and I rolled a 17. I didn't know he had a +0 until after.
So you
I
thought he
rolled
was
it.
gonna pass?
I was like, oh shit, and then I was like, fuck, shit. So, dank ferret. No, he does not. So you see sweat kind of dripping down his brow as his eyes shift around, and he says, "All right, fine, I surrender. We're gonna stay in combat order though because of the ticking timer." And
Can I
when
say
we're all
something else to
moving-
him?
Yeah, you can spend a bonus action to say something more.
Cool. I'm gonna give him a big smile. I'm gonna put a hand on his shoulder and say, "Atta lad, that's what we'd like to see. We don't want to hurt anyone if we don't have to. So I'm just gonna take your weapons off you and take your communicator. You understand? And I promise
I require my vibro spears back, please.
You'll
can
get
have
them back.
those. You can have
you'll
those.
get your spears
Also,
back.
don't you have pheromones that would have given you either advantage on this?
Correct. I
your
do.
Zelshot species?
No, sorry. Well, what the pheromones do is I can re-roll a 1, or
Okay.
if I roll a 9 or lower, I can count it as a 10.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
But I do have something else that gives
he
me-
secretes sex ooze.
I
Sex
do. I
panther.
ooze sexuality. So
If you've ever watched Anchorman, it's Sex Panther.
that's right. So I'm just, if I can, Josh, and it's okay if I can't do it with my turn, I'm just gonna if whatever kind of like duty belt he's got on or weapons on him, I'm gonna take and just remove from him, and then I'm gonna promise him that he'll be safe.
We'll say you can action disarm him.
Cool.
Although
Okay.
he does not believe your guarantee of promise for safety.
Great.
I can't see why not. I mean, the robot with the corpse on him seems so friendly.
I'm
It's
gonna
your
make it
turn.
very clear that this man is like I'm gonna make sure he puts his arms up. He's like
Oh, his-
not to be hurt.
Okay, I thought you were talking about Weekend at Bernie's on the corpse.
Yeah, and Weekend at Bernie's eating the corpse. No, but that's a great idea for
Click,
next
your
time.
turn. Oh, fantastic. Nax, do you want to do anything? We can go to your turn and then we'll hit click.
Do we have its enemy is around the corner?
He has just surrendered. Tarek scared him. He also has 2 vibro spears sticking out of his body, so he's pretty okay to surrender at this point. So Tarek has disarmed him.
Okay. Yeah. No, I'll just let it keep going. Not gonna rock the
Okay.
boat.
Great. Nax is just snuggled up all snug and tight in Zawarudo's arms. He's quite comfortable, very content. That makes it Click's turn.
All right. I thought long and hard about my turn. I'm going to bonus action dash.
Oh no.
And then this is 55 feet. I'm going to use my action to open up this little escape thing.
Okay,
And then I'm going to spend the rest of my 5 feet of movement to jump inside of it.
great. Click. When you yank the emergency hatch open, you just see a long series of ladders and chutes, pretty much. Chutes and ladders. So you can crawl down, and you can either go straight down, and after about 10 feet, you can go left or right. There's a bunch of different forks.
I'm just
Down
going
into
to
this.
wait at the fork to see if anybody follows me.
Okay, great. He is hiding in that. And then it is Bane's turn, which means we tick off 6 more seconds. That we are now just over a minute. We're at 63 seconds. And Bane goes, I hope you don't mind if I come too. I don't fancy blowing up. And with that, you see his cloak begin, or his armor. You see dust start to swirl around him, and he starts to sort of disappear. And after a moment, as he starts to sort of become opaque, you hear a pop, like a crack. And he teleports himself into the turbo lift where he's waiting calmly for the rest of you. You hear in your minds, tick tock, tick tock. Zalwarudo, your turn.
I guess still carrying that. I'll use 30 feet of movement. Like 15 feet. Hold up. Another. Bringing him with me, and then I'll use my. Sorry. Then I'll use my action to dash and move another 30 feet. With that, making our way to the turbo lift. Having not seen Plick disappear because we were never in eye of sight, but knowing that something about that Jawa is incredibly survivable and he'll definitely make it out, it's not going to worry too much.
Good. So based on how far the farthest of you is, if you all choose to dash, and it's your choice, if you all choose to dash, you can all make it there, or at least to the turbo lift with the movement that you have. So if you all are good with it, and you don't want to do, if you want to do anything other than dash, okay, great, we're going to keep going. Zop, put yourself where you're supposed to be.
No, we can. I just need my spears.
I told you, I promise I'll get your spears back.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to, as I'm running past, I want to rip them out.
Nope. I'm body blocking him.
Great.
I
I'm gonna let you
will
guys.
reach over you.
I'm gonna let you guys sort that out. M3 and Tarek are fighting over pulling the spears out of this.
Amazing, Tarek. I'm making an athletics check. What are you making?
I am gonna make some kind of medical check to stabilize this guy so that he doesn't when they always say don't pull.
You're not trying to stop the spears from being pulled out. You're trying to stop the bleeding when the
trying to
spears
stop the inevitable bleeding. Correct.
Great.
It's only 20.
Make a medicine check.
Okay,
Only
I have
20.
a +5 to medicine.
Great. M3,
So-
he's not resisting you, so you.
Mine is also a 20.
Great. So as he yanks the spears out, you hear the captain go, as he starts to pass out. Blood begins to pour from these two spear holes, one in his shoulder, one in his torso.
Saxon is trotting up from
with
the other side of the hall. Just as he comes over to them, he's going to take a stim pack out. It's like, here, stabs him with it. He's going to heal 1d6 plus 4.
Aw, that's sweet.
That is nice. Before that happened, Tarek, you were able to stem the flow of blood and stabilize him with these little, essentially, you take little balls of the force and just plug the wounds until Saxon manages to get there.
This is good though. Is he unconscious?
No, but he's really pale, and he stumbles a little, so he'll need your help to walk. It won't slow your movement for the sake of the time. We are down to 57 seconds.
I'm gonna scoop him up, like just put one of his arms over my neck, and then give him like a boost. Maybe grab him by the belt and say, "Are they waiting for us on one of the floors? Can we not take the elevator?"
They're waiting for you on all the floors.
All right, lads, no elevator.
Well, what are we supposed to use then? You have a bright idea.
A hatch.
I think our opportunity for stealth is out the window. Let's just get what we need to do done and get out of here.
Where
I'm
are
gonna,
the kids?
I'm gonna look at the guy and say, "Fastest way to the bridge."
Stop that.
The turbo lift. All decks are monitored constantly. You're being tracked since the moment you escaped. Oh, I don't feel good. I don't feel very good at all.
You'll be all right. I'm gonna give him a good, not a hard, but like a stay awake tap.
He's gonna gain 4 temporary hit points when he gets within 5 feet of
I
me.
feel a little
I'm
better.
going to take that too.
As you are all congregating in the turbo lift, you realize that Plick is not there.
Plick pocket.
We won.
Plick pocket.
Saxon's going to give a stim pack to Nax as well for 1d6 plus 4. You heal 8.
I'm gonna look at this guy and say, "Listen, if you want to live, best way to get to the children. We need to know right now the safest, best way to get there, so that we can get off this floor. It's going to explode." And I'm gonna make sure Bane's actually with us. Is he?
Yeah, Bane's
You're
on Bane's on the elevator. Bane's on the turbo lift, just watching.
I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna say, "I hate to say this to you, but thank you."
Feels good. Feels good. Maybe I'll become a nice person.
I'm gonna look back at the guy for his answer.
Roll a persuasion or intimidation. I'll let you pick this one.
Okay, persuasion.
M3 is just back there like
22.
22. Oh, okay. So he leans over and he goes, "I surrendered. I won't help you by betraying the Empire, dirty, filthy Zeltron."
Shit. Can I just like look at Sprook and give him a nod and say, "We hold him"?
And
51 seconds.
I'm gonna just toss him to Sprook and say, "Lads, we need to decide right now: elevator, heavy fire, or are we taking the shaft?"
Is he still awake or not?
No, he's still awake. He's conscious, but just a little woozy. He's feeling a little better. His feet are kind of under him, but he's not armed and he's not being aggressive.
You remember that? You remember that stem pack I gave you?
Yes,
Felt real good, didn't it?
I appreciate the healing.
You're gonna tell them that we're going to the ship deck to escape, and I'm gonna give you another one. Yes.
I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder as he's like kind of leaning over Sprook's big hairy body, and I'm gonna say, "I said you'd live, not that you wouldn't feel immense pain before we left ye."
Well, first off, aren't you a Jedi? Isn't that against your code to harm uninjured people?
Are we torturing him?
Gonna get so almost romantically close to his ear and say, "Oh, I'm no Jedi, lad."
Great. Also, I could tell them that, but it won't matter. All decks are being constantly monitored. They're aware of your like wherever you are. They know where you are.
I choose the right chute.
Okay, Plick is nowhere in sight. Plick, that chute leads farther down into more chutes.
Okay.
But I am marking down which chutes you're going down.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Why is there Sprook's body and not just Sprook? What the fuck happened that I just missed?
What?
Huh?
Oh, no. I threw the guy that I was carrying over to you because you're much stronger than me.
Oh, okay.
You
Sorry,
have a
I was
prisoner.
talking to a different driver.
I
and all of
did
a sudden,
say
Sprook's body
over
is
your
what I
body.
heard, and I was like, wait a minute.
Wait a second.
You weren't responding, so I was like, I'm just propping him up on you.
How
Yeah,
many?
Sorry, no,
3
that's
seconds.
fine. I will hold him.
How many directions do I have from here?
4. Straight, left, right.
Fuck,
farther
we need
down
to
left.
go. We need to go.
Oh, looks like it's right again.
What floors does this elevator go to, Josh?
From here, this deck will. Oh, hold on, I have a map. It's not really a map. It's more of a flow chart.
I know it sounds crazy, but I really think we just go straight to the bridge.
I
They know
agree
we're
with you.
coming. There's no chance,
Yeah.
From here, you can access the aft torpedo bay, the reactor, the barracks, the detention center, the bridge, or the hangar.
M3 pushes the bridge button.
Yeah.
Hurry. Quick, he's pushing the button.
Great. He pushes the button. The doors shut. Just as you all realize there's no Plick. As it really dawns on all of you, Plick, you are just wandering through tunnels right now?
Yeah, I took the right tunnel twice, if that makes any differences.
Sure. Do you have Plick, do you have a copy of the ship schematics? I know all of you have seen it.
I don't, but
He
I've got
doesn't
the...
forget stuff, though.
Yeah,
It's
I've
in
got
the
the...
Discord.
So if you've seen it, you remember it. So you could navigate your way to the bridge if you wanted to. At this point, from where you are, Plick, you can access any of the rooms. It might take some time, more time than them, but you can access any of these rooms I'm about to list off to you, okay?
Okay.
look at the imposter.
He's being very sus. So Plick, you can get to the detention center, main reactor, the main computer core, barracks, hangar, bridge, torpedo bay, comm center, or armory.
Star Wars, the Book of Plick.
I am going to the hangar.
Okay,
Oh, big brain on Plick.
is heading to the hangar. All right, Plick, that's going to take a little bit of time, just
Yep,
given the
that's fine.
schematics. So, but you can navigate that pretty easily, and I will get to rolling some d20s to see if you run into some
I wish I
random
went
issues.
with you. God damn
Okay.
it.
That's it. No, split
Are
the
we
party.
not good enough for you?
Well, no, I would be leaving right now if I went with him.
As the elevator begins to move, you feel it moving in motion. The time ticks.
Oh, real quick. Can I, I'm trying to see if I can get the body sandwiched and like grind it in between the elevator doors and stuff.
Well, the elevator's completely shut, so you can't see. I mean, as the door's shut, if you want to, then yeah, you can squish it.
Yeah, will it squish?
It'll squish.
I squish it.
Great. M3 says, as the body, as he takes a step back, there's viscera dangling from bits of his spikes. He's now
I
drenched
give everyone a thumbs up.
in
I
blood.
really need to look at your central processing unit. Oh.
The captured officer hurls as he blows chunks. And
I
Bane
lean
goes,
over and say, "You're next."
Not yet. Not yet.
Okay.
He faints.
Nice,
Faints.
perfect. Now that he's unconscious, I do want to address the party, lads.
I am ticking time in real time, starting.
The elevator's going though. We're getting further away, right?
Yes. You
Cool.
can feel it moving, but I'm for the sake of everything else ticking time.
I just wanted to make
Starting
sure
now.
we were safe. Okay, I'm gonna say, lads, I know this is not the time, but I've been working with this codex. I'm gonna pull it out. I'm gonna say I've learned some things about a station that can move planets and other celestial bodies. I think Saxon, I know that your people are having problems on your planet. I was thinking of these children and your people.
Brace
What
for
if
impact.
we could build a community that was safe from the Empire, away, hidden for the Ugnaughts, for the children that are, and the people that are.
10 seconds.
Just think about it. It's my plan. If I don't make it, I want you all to take this
Don't
and
care.
find Center
Save
Point
the
Station.
children,
As
but
this
I'm gonna
is
get
happening, you all hear. You don't hear so much as you feel a massive shudder, just as the entire ship shakes. In the same instant, you feel a mass deceleration. As something has happened and the ship is immediately fallen into real space. I need you all to roll a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage.
Oh,
except
beautiful.
for Bane, who does not move.
Of
What a
course.
dick.
He's.
Me too, in the tunnel.
Yeah, Plick, you need to roll one in the tunnel at disadvantage as well.
Oh, you need to roll for concussion damage, Plick.
16 plus a lot.
Great. Plick,
Okay.
you will not take any damage from this.
Got a
Or you'll take
13.
half damage unless you have something that makes it all go away, because you're a rogue.
Yeah, I think I do.
I rolled something similar. Yeah, but I'm gonna use my quick witted again. I got a 17 total.
Okay, you need a 16 or higher.
Oh, no.
If you rolled a 16 or higher, you will take half of 24 kinetic damage as you all are rocked back and forth. M3, where are you standing relative to the captured captain?
Oh, God.
Away from him.
Are you asking, can I sit on him? The answer is yes.
I'm asking if he's next to you when this goes off.
Tarek's telling me no. So Tarek, are you next to me instead?
Who is standing next to M3?
It's not the captain. I
It is
promise you it's safe.
100% the unconscious captain.
No, it's not. It'll be me.
I
if
just
it's anybody.
intimidated him.
If
Yeah,
it's
that's
me, if
what
it's
I was
anybody.
thinking. He really did just.
Rook was
intimidate him.
carrying him.
Does have a point. How much damage was that, Stein? 24?
24, half is 12. Roll. You're all on the elevator. Roll spike damage, M3.
I'm sorry, the roll was disadvantage dexterity save.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
That's right.
17, or I'm sorry, 16. I said 16.
I'm gonna use. Well, it doesn't matter because I rolled so horrifically. But I'm gonna.
But you can use that D6.
As I was saying,
Sorry.
I'm going to use that even though my roll was horrific because I got 9 total.
Great. All of you are also going to take an additional 6 damage because of these spikes on M3 as you literally are pinballed.
Oh, that's terrible.
Max
fucked up.
spike damage.
Oh, my God. I am almost dead.
The elevator
Oh,
shuts
no.
down. You all are stuck, frozen, not frozen, but the elevator is inert at the moment. As the ship is shaken, you hear silence for a moment. The dust settles. None of you, I think, are dead. The captain is beaten badly, but not dead. And you hear you before a computerized voice comes over. All troopers report to emergency stations. Catastrophic computer core failure. All troopers report to emergency stations.
Saxon's gonna cast slow release med pack level 3.
Okay.
It's gonna give it lasts for a minute, gives 2d6 per bonus action. So I get 6 choices
Oh yeah.
over a minute time. I'm assuming we're trapped in this elevator.
Yeah, you'll probably be there for more than a minute, so you can go ahead and max healing everyone
Nice.
with that,
Wait,
whatever
wait.
2d6.
Do I have to roll for each one, or is it maxed?
We said max, so
Yeah, you can. It's same as regular D&D rules. You can take the 12 plus whatever the
how
bonus
much
is.
is it, Saxon?
I get 6 choices. I'm giving myself 2, so because I am at 3 hit points.
Yeah, but you
so
can do
fuck
it
you guys.
multiple times, right?
Yes, I have 4 more choices. So
Yeah, he's got 4 more.
I'm real messed up.
Same.
Za,
Yeah, I'm rough.
Za, Tarek, Nax.
I'm at half, but I've been at half for 3 sessions now, so I don't know what that.
What's
Can't
the
heal
total,
droids with
Jesse?
this.
Okay.
It's 12 for each of you right now.
Any like charisma or intelligence?
No, it's just 2d6.
Okay.
It's not 2d6 plus
Take
anything.
it.
It's
Thank
just
you.
12.
I can give myself. I will forego 1 if I can get one 12 heal. And I will give up having the 2, so you can split those amongst the rest. However, because I can heal myself as well. So
I'm assuming Spruik needs some, probably.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
All right, so I will forego. Fuck. All right, so Spruik, Tarek, Nax, and we'll give Nax another one since he has a low health pool.
Thank you.
Nax gets 24, and Tarek and Spruik get 12.
Okay.
So that's that.
So over the course of the minute, as Saxon is mending some wounds, Plick, how's your health? Are you feeling okay?
I'm at 28 out of 42.
Great. Plick, roll a stealth check for me while I do this, okay?
Boop. Plus 11. 23.
Great. Plick, as you regain your feet, you see several droids start shooting up and down quickly throughout. You can't see what kind of droids they are, but they're using some kind of repulsor lift, and they begin to move quickly through these emergency tunnels, going from place to place. With that check, you're able, and with the speed, you're able to kind of keep out of at least their attention. Whether if they've noticed you or not, they seem preoccupied or set to specific tasks. But you see droids just dashing left and right through these thin slate gray tubes. The rungs are black. The rest of you, the lights are red. The only light you have in the turbo lift are these flashing signs as the computer repeats itself, commanding everyone to return or to head to emergency stations. Did you heal the injured captain at all?
No, I did not.
Let's leave him
didn't think you did.
unconscious.
I would like to take the communicator off of him if I can.
I already took it off, but I will hand it right to Saxon.
I do have dark vision if you need to know that, Stein.
Yeah, currently you're good. You can see. There's emergency lighting, which is a little dimmer, but the elevator at the moment is not powered on. A few moments later, the ship shudders. After about a minute or so of you sitting there as Saxon is healing everyone, the ship starts to shudder, and then you feel the tug of inertia. A telltale sign for those of you that are pilots that hyperspace has been re-engaged.
It has been re-engaged?
It seems so. It feels like it is the ship. You feel the hum, but one of you who is a pilot, roll a perception check for me.
Nax, you have expertise, so go ahead.
You said perception.
Yes. You can use your piloting check for this as well if you'd like.
Oh,
You want to use your plus for that instead.
change that to a +8, so it'd be a 21 if it's with my piloting.
So 21.
Actually, no, it's a +10, so 23.
23.
Yep, 23.
Fantastic. A 23 is good enough. Nax, you definitely recognize the humming that you can sort of feel throughout the infrastructure of the ship. It's definitely that the hum of a hyperdrive, but the frequency of it, and with your ortolan senses and your ortolan ears, they're larger and a little more perceptive. You can hear that the frequency is increased. It's faster than the typical hyperdrive for a ship this size. So something feels a little off. The elevator has still not powered up.
Yeah. Yeah. A little weird.
Can I tap Brook and say, put the lad down gently, relatively gently. Don't hurt him, but
I'll drop him. Unceremoniously drop him.
I'm gonna say, help me with these doors, see if we can see anything. I don't want to try to I'll grab one and maybe Spurk can grab on one side, right? He'll grab one side of the door, I'll grab the other, and we'll try to open it.
Sure, both of you roll strength checks.
Oh, I'm not very good at this. I rolled an 11. Oh, I should roll for you too, Spurk.
17.
Roll for him too.
Oh, he got it.
17. Even with Spruik's great strength, the doors appear sealed. You can't seem to pull them. There's no purchase.
There's no emergency hatch on the top, is there?
There is no escape hatch, no. There is a small light blinking from the control panel, but otherwise the elevator seems inert.
Can Saxon hop on the control panel and try and force the doors open?
You can definitely try to jack into the control panel. Do you have a slicer's kit?
Tarek gave me one.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So if you're not proficient
I'll
in
help
the
him.
slicer's kit, it is your intelligence modifier.
I'm proficient. Can I help him and then be an assistance?
So you can roll with advantage and add your intelligence modifier.
Cool.
So with my tool expertise feature, thanks to my engineer class, I gain expertise in any tool proficiency you gain. Oh wait, no, I have to be proficient in it first.
Yes.
Never mind, just
So if
kidding.
you're proficient, you're expert.
All right,
That's still
but
pretty
advantage.
cool, though. Yes,
It is.
advantage
All right.
plus intelligence.
Natural 20. Oh, I rolled a natural 20 and a natural 19. Ooh.
Fantastic. As you jack in, you're able to diagnose the issue quickly. With all of the main computers shut off, power has been diverted to supply necessary areas only. There is essentially nothing can be controlled automatically anymore. Everything that's left, power has to be diverted to it intentionally and then controlled manually. At the moment, all power seems to be routed directly to either the main reactor room, the hyperdrive, or the life support systems. Everything else is running on either standby or it is shut down. All right. Now, you do know with that roll that you could attempt to direct power. There's also a large power supply going to the bridge, but you're not sure what that is. You could attempt to pull power into the turbo lift. So you could attempt another tech roll. You could use just your unintelligence roll. This wouldn't be a slice because you're already in, but you could attempt to divert a small amount of power to the turbo lift because there's nothing wrong with it. It's just power has been diverted away from it.
Okay, can I give myself a temp boost?
Absolutely.
So taking a syringe and stabbing it in my side is like, yes, I can see colors.
Kinky.
He's in the Matrix now.
I know Kung Fu. Intelligence check, you said?
An intelligence check, yes.
17 plus 2 for 19. 19 total.
You are easily enough. You're able to divert a small amount of power. Just as the elevator begins to move again, the ship shudders, not as violently as the explosion. None of you lose your footing, but you feel a slow as you come out of hyperspace once again. The elevator is moving, or the turbo lift is moving slower than it would normally move. In Saxon, you have to maintain power manually. So it's sort of like you have to hold B until you break the ice. Okay?
Yeah,
Okay,
Tara, come
Pokemon.
here. Come here. Press this.
All right,
Don't let
lad.
no one
Whatever
try
you
and
say,
so.
whatever. I'm gonna put my hand in his hand so that he has to make me hold the button.
Stop
Great.
touching me.
I don't know
Stand
what to
here.
do, lad. I'm gonna try to use my pheromones to make him like me more. What's that roll?
It's not working. It's never going to work. I am a
That's
grumpy
fine.
person.
It can never work. I'll roll whatever.
Contested,
Have you seen Snow White and the Seven Dwarves? I'm the angry one.
contested
The angry one
charisma
still
checks.
loves Snow White. Oh, I'm gonna beat your ass with this.
I'm sorry, what save?
Oh no! I rolled a 1.
Roll a charisma check, please.
Oh, yikes.
Or a
I've never
charisma
done a
save.
charisma save.
Okay, to be fair, it's still is it a saving throw?
He
It's a
rolls
4.
a save. You roll a check.
Okay, so
You rolled a
mine.
what, Saxon?
I got a 4,
Oh, I have a +4, so it's a 5.
but it's still a natural
But you
1.
also rolled a natural 1. And
I did roll a natural 1, but I can use my thing to take a 10 on any charisma check.
Ability. Right. Saxon,
Mm.
you feel, I mean, he's not that bad. You're not, I mean, you're still angry because that's just who you are.
I want you guys to know that I totally forgot about that ability until Josh reminded me today, and it totally worked out.
You don't have to show it, but deep down you're like, he's not so bad. He's a shit. He's all right. Like, he's okay. All right. So as this is happening,
If I have to.
as the turbo lift slowly is moving, you're able to tell you're not in hyperspace at the moment. All of a sudden, another shudder. After about another minute of moving, another shudder, and you feel the acceleration, the pull, as the ship hums. Nax, you're able to tell that this is an even higher frequency. You're now in hyperspace, but at an even faster pace. At least the hyperdrive is working even faster, or with even more energy than it normally would. As soon as you all hit hyperdrive, Tarek, the codex that you pulled out lights up. As soon as this hyperspeed is engaged, a brilliant light illuminating the entire turbo lift, almost so bright that it's hard to look at. And just above it, you see the visage, like a hologram, of this tall woman with long, flowing silver hair. And you hear words, as if in the middle of a sentence, begin. We have said to those who follow us that the force is with us, within and all around us. And so in times of darkness, remember that in hope. Yet despite all my gifts and all my powers, hope is all I have left. Hope that this message escapes my prison and reaches someone who can help free me of these bonds. As this portion of the message ends, you feel another shudder as the ship falls back into real space.
All right, lads. That's the lady I've been talking to inside the codex. I'm going to put the codex away.
I'm sorry, you were talking to 2 people in boxes?
Yes, correct.
Did you not learn from the first person?
Well, that's what I was about to say is if I die, find Center Point Station.
Back. Do you know who that lady is? Tarek's not being helpful.
Well, I'm telling you, don't let the lady out. So don't make my mistake.
Wait, don't let her out?
Don't let her out.
She seems nice.
But wait,
I-
let the evil one out, but we're not supposed to let the one who seems nice out.
She might just seem nice. Bane seemed nice too. He was supposed to help our friend.
Bane
No
is
offense.
nice.
No offense, Bane. You did help us get out of that.
What
I
has he
apologize.
done? Yeah.
He killed feedback.
So
I did not kill feedback. You have feedback in the other box.
You took his body though.
No, yes, I did. That felt very good.
he was on the list.
At least you're honest, Bane. I kind of like you.
I know very little about this person.
The mother.
Oh, the mother.
She's your
Someone's
mom?
Not my mom. My mom was a lovely woman.
She was pink, probably.
She was pink.
I have
I can tell
noticed
you-
that with my optic sensors. I'm a robot.
I can tell you very little about her. She is mythological, a rumor. I can tell you that she's not trapped inside the box. A codex is a stored quantity, a stored sum of
Memory.
Yes, for all
Backup file.
yes, for all intents and purposes, this is a very fancy hologram projection. I'm unsure what all it does, but a large portion of her power is imbued within it. It seems that it is turning itself on. I'm unsure why.
I
probably
still
could
haven't put
figure it
that
out, but I
gold
don't
piece in,
care.
right, Josh?
No, that was your birthday present.
Yeah, I will put that in later. Now does not seem like the right time.
That's what she said. Another 30 seconds passes and the ship shudders. And you feel an even higher frequency. Those of you that don't have heightened senses can hear a as the ship begins to hum. Plick, for you, it's incredibly loud because you're inside of the bowels of the ship as you continue to crawl towards the hangar bay. It's almost like a ringing at this point.
As
And
the
then
pilot on our little crew, can I ask Nax if he can like maybe postulate what's happening? Like
Sure.
kind of guess why we would be going like out in faster, out again in fat even so let me just get some clarification. It was out into hyperspace faster than we were before, and then out again, and then faster than the first time, right?
So
Yes.
Probably having power regulation issues, so they're not limiting the power that goes into the hyperdrive anymore. Probably due to something that we caused.
Sounds about right.
Explosion. So you can kind of think of it as overloading.
Will Shay.
Nax. That is almost dead on. I'm not even going to make you roll for any of that. That's close enough. That's more or less what's happening. At least what Nax thinks. Look at you.
He's a doctor.
I'm so proud.
He
That's
is a doctor, math doctor.
that is math doctor shit. So
Nax postulates that without the main computer core to automatically regulate power distribution, that the hyperdrive is drawing power directly from the reactor. And as it continues to draw more and more, it will overheat, shut down, and then when it cools off, start back up. But it's continuing to pull in power.
NASA, if you're watching, we got your next employee right here.
Dr. Nax. All right. So as soon as you feel the tug of hyperspace once again, the codex fires up brighter, and you hear again the beginning of another sentence. Invited to drink from the fountain of youth and the font of knowledge. Then I became more than just mortal or caretaker or teacher or servant. Then I became mother. And those who were blessed by us and knew us gained great knowledge, and we worked wonders. Beloved Queen of the Stars. That's what they called me. Until they betrayed us. Until they betrayed us all. And then the ship shudders again. As you stop and you feel the motion, the elevator or the turbolift is still moving. Saxon, with looking at the tech pad, you're able to tell you probably have another minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes at the speed, given that you have to essentially leech power off a life support system, more or less. Someone is suffocating somewhere.
Spruik, how is Spruik doing?
I actually know this. He is at
well enough. Like I'm 3/4-ish.
heal him. 43 of 64.
Well,
Heal him.
I'm at about half.
I'll give it to Daniel.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've rested. I haven't used my healing thing, so like Za uses his shit a hell of a lot more than I do, so I would do Za over me.
well, I can use one stim pack per person. I don't know if I've given yours, Dan.
I have another I have several more med packs. I'm good.
It's one of his abilities is the med pack.
Yeah, I also have another. I have an ability that heals me.
Okay.
Right back.
Me and Za are the same class, just vastly different ways of going about it.
All right. I know I've healed Nax with it, and I've healed someone
me
else.
too.
That's right. Okay, that's who it is. All right. So, Dan, I'm gonna take a stim pack and heal you for 1d4 plus 4. You get 9 healing coming your way.
At on this stop, I want to take the codex out, and kind of like I know that the elevator's round, but just pull Spruik to the side and hand it to him and say, "Stay out of trouble. Don't take any risks. Hold on to this for me until we get out of here. If I don't make it, find the station. Do what has to be done."
I
You
am
promise?
the most likely to survive. I can hold on to it.
Oh,
I could also hold on to it.
Don't give it to either of them.
That is fair.
Spruik will take it and acknowledge what he said and pocket it somewhere.
Okay.
Bookkeeper's in pocket.
Again, the ship shudders as Spruik goes to stick the codex in his pocket. It lights up like a beacon once again, this time projecting the image of the mother in the center of the room. She's tall in this hologram, nearly 7 feet, slender, long hair that touches nearly to the floor, thin, pale features, the hair billowing in silver in this long green dress that seems to extend and sparkle like bits of star. You hear her voice again as she says, "Well then, Let me begin. I am the mother, one of the last of the celestials. We are an embodiment of all that was or is, from the most microscopic organisms to the massive gravitic forces of a black hole. The force breathes through all life as it flows through our veins. It has always been as such, as have we. Within this codex, I have recorded the history of my family's existence. When the force itself breathed life into the galaxy, so also did it breathe life into my family. We were the father, mother, daughter, and son, beings created of and by the force. We were balance and wisdom, anger and rage, forgiveness and serenity. For a millennium, we shaped and built the galaxy, forging star systems and planets. Then we discovered the Killiks, a hive-mind alien race with advanced technologies. We joined in their hive for a time, and together my family and the Killiks created many great wonders. The greatest achievement of which was Centerpoint Station, a massive space station that we engineered to move planets and stars. With this, we created what man eventually came to know as the Carillion and Voltar system, the Hapen cluster, the Cathal rift, and eventually this cursed maw. Our wonders were vast, our accomplishments were great. But as with nearly all mortals, the Killiks' greed demanded more. They sought to overcome and manipulate the power of my family for their own gain, to dominate the rest of the sentient galaxy. While they aided us in our design for system upon system brimming with life, secretly they began to build a new station. This one, Sinkhole is the name they gave it, was designed to maintain delicate balances between massive gravitational forces, such as a black hole, and the ship shudders again back into real space. You all rock as the codex becomes inert.
We're doing the friggin' Kessel Run, aren't we?
I don't know if I'd call this the Kessel Run, but if I had to guess, we're getting closer and closer to the maw.
What do you know about the maw, Bane?
I know what you know. A massive cluster of black holes, and if what I've deduced from what we just heard, they're not natural. It sounds like they were put there.
I agree.
To hide something, maybe? Or to stop something?
I'm unsure, although I
Trap
feel
something.
like this codex may have answers. All of those are excellent postulations.
The Killiks. I bet they're trapped in there.
Could be. Could be. An interesting theory.
You ever meet one?
The Killik?
You old cunt?
I do know that there are small hives of them left in the unknown regions. Originally, they're native to Alderaan, but that was well before my time.
Hey, do you know how to deal with... Tarek's gonna roll up his sleeve and show his bug. You know how to deal with one of these?
I had some friends of my own once upon a time. I could show you a ritual, but it's very painful.
I've dealt with pain before.
Needless to say, the time is not now.
Aye.
As this is happening, you come closer and closer to the bridge. Saxon, you're able to tell that you're just a few moments away from coming into the bridge. I need Zawarudo to roll a force check for me, please.
Temp boost. Yeah, like a ninja. Saxon takes his temp boost syringe out and just what?
Great. You start to feel stirrings in the force, Za, and then you get stabbed in the leg by a needle, and the stirrings become even stronger.
Oh gosh. Okay, so just to clarify for my sake, sorry, what would a force check be? Yeah, D20 plus wisdom or charisma?
Yes.
Okay, plus 4. And do I add proficiency because I'm
You will
proficient?
add
with force?
proficiency to this, yes.
Excellent. And then the temp boost gets a Jesse.
Temp boost.
What is
It's a
the temp
T4. It's a T4.
boost? T4. Thank you. I'm not a doctor, so it takes me a minute to do my math. 30 is my roll because
Holy shit!
Ya yeet.
okay.
Nice. That is out. Wow, look at that. 19 and a 4 on the D4. That's
Yeah,
beautiful.
That's like okay.
Look at Big Pimpin' over here with the dice.
Yeah. So,
Who wants to go
Zah,
to Cherokee?
as you all come within seconds of the turbo lift reaching the bridge, you sense a burst of dark energy through the force. It comes from where you can sense the children are located. You're not sure what happened, but there's a great wave, a surge, and suddenly you cannot sense anything inside of the throne room, which is the room where you could sense the children before. You sense a great barrier, something powerful and strong that separates every other aspect of the force. At least it keeps you and other force users from sensing inside of it.
I'll point out, kids have gone dark. There's something blocking my feeling of them.
He says that. I want to look at Bane and say, Sanche Soul. Have you heard the name before?
Nope, not before
You
I
know
got here. But
who
I did
his
live in a
master
box
could
for
be?
4,000 years. Well, do you know who the great Sith Lord of the era is?
I don't know shit about a Sith Lord, but I do know that he walks around like a big farty ghost.
Very descriptive.
Floats?
Count
Yes.
Dooku was a Sith Lord, I believe. Is that common knowledge?
That's
Yes,
definitely
that is
common
common
knowledge, yeah.
Yeah.
It stands
I
to
almost
reason,
killed
huh?
him one time. Probably not.
No, he must have not been a great Sith Lord. But
The
I am
shade.
very powerful. How dare you?
yes, so powerful. I forget. Comparatively, you are powerful. But that is, of course, if you're not comparing yourself to me.
I will kill this commander. I'm just saying that. It's not to prove a point. Can I kill him?
No skin
Oh,
off
to
my
the party.
back.
The one on the ground, M3, it's not a challenge for you. Bane, tell us more about Sanche Soul and his fart.
But he can-
I know very little about him personally. From what I can tell, he is trapped somewhere between the realm beyond the veil, which is where your spirit, a force user's spirit, transcends to when its physical body passes. Unlike me, he does not seem like he was able to secure his spirit to something concrete. As such, it flits and floats between reality and something beyond.
Do you know any old masters who knew the technique?
I mean, this is not a technique. He is a mistake.
Let me ask you this. Could I reach out in the force and affect him? Could I hurt him with lightning or another ability?
Vibroblades.
The force is only limited by your imagination, Tarek Kell.
I agree with that.
Jedi is force magic, and it's power that's moving this elevator, not force.
Would you like it to be the force, Saxon?
Well, I've already made it move, so why not?
Right as this happens, you hear beep as you reach the bridge. The doors open, and the scene that you see before you in the bridge is utter chaos. You see roughly a dozen or so troopers, technicians, and one commander in a white uniform with several bars. He's a human, gray hair slicked back and a thick mustache, yelling commands. There are sparks flying everywhere as machines and consoles are sparking. You see massive amounts of chaos as it appears that the bridge is either overloading with power or slowly falling apart. When the door ding, hold on, let me move you guys. Don't judge
Fireball.
the change of my elevator size.
Fireball. I called it.
As the door opens, several troopers and the commander turn, weapons leveled, and let me I'll reveal the entire bridge.
I would like to be inside the elevator with everyone else, please, and not potentially dead in the hallway surrounded by 20 guys.
You are in the elevator?
Oh, on my screen, I'm in the middle of the screen.
Yeah, it looks like you're on the elevator for us, buddy.
Oh, that's weird.
Oh no.
Why do I see two of myself?
I don't know.
We could use two. We could use two Daniels always.
Well, I think one of me is more than enough.
Shadow clone jutsu.
Agree to disagree, Dan.
As the doors open, the commander, you see sparks flying, smoke everywhere. You hear screaming. The commander turns and says, "Hold, hold. We have bigger problems here than you, even if you have caused the problems. I don't have time to kill you or arrest you if I'm going to keep this ship from falling apart."
We just want the kids.
Aye, let us be. Let us take the children, and we'll leave you be.
Well,
got a ship.
This doesn't seem to be the hangar.
Are you sure? He leans over to a junior officer. Are you sure these are the people? These are the ones that blew it. All right. Listen, I don't give a damn what Sunshay Soul is telling us to do. I don't work for him. He was given jurisdiction over me. However, this is an extreme scenario. The ship is shutting down, the hyperdrive is overreacting, and the solar ionization reactor is near critical. If we are lucky, we will live for the next 10 minutes without the ship exploding. If we're not, we will zap straight into the maw. And he points out the viewport. And as you look out the viewport, you see within visual distance a massive cluster of black holes. You see the event horizons manipulating as light bends left and around as these just never-ending hungering holes are pulling everything in around them. As you
We'll
see,
deal with... Yeah, go ahead.
As you see, we're much closer than we should have been. The reactor is having interesting effects without limiters. The hyperdrive is kicked into a level of power and speed that is unsafe, unprecedented. We could explode literally any second.
Can't you just turn it off?
We cannot. We've tried.
Okay. That's all I got. I'm not a pilot.
Let us deal with Sunshay Soul. Give us the children and a ship out of here. And we'll leave you all be, your whole crew.
Believe me, I would have ordered an evacuation by now if it were possible. We cannot predict when the ship enters hyperspace. And if you try to evacuate while we're in hyperspace, you'll be flung at terminal velocities and your ship ripped to shreds. It is impossible to disembark and survive while you are in hyperspace. Also, as far as Sunshay Soul, you can tell that dirty space wizard and coward to lower his barrier. We have not seen or heard from him since this started. And he points to a door on the southern end of the room, and you see that there is an illuminated barrier, a green sort of fluctuating field of energy.
I'm gonna grab the guy that was on Brooks' shoulder. I'm gonna grab him by the collar and drag, not in a hurtful way, but kind of just so his butt's dragging on the ground. I'm gonna walk out, no weapons in my hand, him behind me, and I'm gonna put my hand out to the officer and I'm gonna say, "You'll get your man back. You promise no harm will come to us, and we'll deal with the wizard."
I can only promise that as long as this ship is falling apart, I will not kill you. However, and as he says this, you hear an officer from the front of the deck say, Admiral, the hyperdrive is powering up again." As you feel the ship, you see light pull in all directions as you feel the ship zoom,
If we
launch.
lurch, can I help him not fall down? If that's a thing.
The Admiral?
Yeah,
He definitely dodges your hand.
that's fine.
As this happens, the codex fires up once again. Brilliant, illuminating the entire deck.
Well, it's back in the elevator with Brooks, so.
Well, okay, great. So if you're in the elevator, you hear this. And if you can see into the elevator, you would see this. You see the woman appear, the mother once more, the same full visage as she says, "While my family seeded the Corellian system with life, with sentience, the things it needed to grow, the queen of the Killik hive of Thurut called to me for aid. In my ignorance, or perhaps my arrogance, I failed to sense the trap that was being set before me. We met on my home planet, a small jungle world deep within the recesses of the galaxy. When I arrived, the queen kept my attention while her brood destroyed my vessel and fled my wrath. From the confines of my planet, I could only watch as they used center point to surround my home with dozens of black holes, until all I could see was the bending of light around event horizons. Each was linked to sinkhole, creating balance between their massive gravitic fields. The Maw, they called it. A perfect prison for a celestial, trapped between ever-hungering anomalies. I cannot sense beyond my small pocket prison. Only the life forms left on Sinkhole Station remain within my sight. But beyond my reach, I do not know what has become of my family. Since the creation of this codex, I have been imprisoned on this world for more than 30,000 years. The price of choosing immortality. I have small hope, but it hangs by a thread. What little I retain, I have infused into this codex. I pray only that the Force guides it through the hidden threads between, and the ship lurches as you come back into real space. People start screaming on the deck as the Admiral turns. You see that just ahead of you, mere a dozen of kilometers, is the edge of an event horizon for a black hole. At this current pace, if you hit hyperspace again, you will warp straight into the center of a black hole.
Stop this ship if you can. We'll deal with the wizard. I'm going to put my hand out again for a handshake.
I
You
don't.
said that there was a lot of power in this codex, right?
The codex does seem to have a large portion of force power.
Right, okay. And it seems like whenever we go into hyperspace, it's activating because it's able to better connect with whatever power is out there, you know? If that makes any sense.
That is a guess.
It may also have something to do with proximity to where the hell we're going.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I don't know if we can like tap into that power to try and stop the hyperdrive or like sever the connection it's
Is there
making.
not a way? Well, nobody can understand me, but I'm going to say it anyway. Is there not a way to shut the damn battery off on this fucking ship? Like,
So you can't do that without probably also cutting off
No.
life support. I mean, you could.
right, but there's enough air.
Well, I mean,
for-
you
The-
have main engines, but we're also so close to a black hole that if we don't have some engines, we're gonna get sucked in.
Right.
I mean, a
That-
30-second reset should like.
Hearing you all postulate, the Admiral speaks up. We use a new kind of reactor, brand new technology, solar ionization. Essentially, inside of the reactor, we create a small, for lack of a better term, star. Instead of absorbing the energy from Tabana gas, as many do, or solar energy purely by taking in radiation, we create our own star inside of the reactor. It's independent and it's stable. However, when safety protocols and backup safety protocols are removed, the independent star begins to grow. What you are seeing right now is the birth of a brand new star inside of our ship.
Well, that's
Can
impressive.
this ship shit it out? Like, is there not a protocol to let
No.
it fucking?
No, because our safety protocols have ways of diffusing them, but someone deactivated all of them with bombs.
Sounds like y'all rely too much on electronics.
That person's also not here with us right now, so they'll be through us.
Jawas, am I right?
Listen to me carefully. If any of you are pilots, while we are out of hyperspace, we have impulse sublight control. We can make small turns and adjustments. At this point, we are mere moments away from warping into a black hole. So if any of you have any way to turn the ship away directly from the black hole, please. The comm is yours.
Lad, promise me no harm will come to my crew, and our wee ones will help you.
I am not in a position to debate or argue. Do this
Make-
or we all die.
Make the promise.
Nax is not even gonna wait. He's just gonna run straight to the comm.
Yeah, Saxon as well.
Shake
Wait.
my hand, lad. Give me an officer's promise, and you have my word that none of us will hurt ye.
He shakes your hand, but with a grimace.
Sprig steps out of the.
When this happens, when you shake his hand, a flash, and for a minute, he's not the same person, Tarek. You see the mother in front of you, a little pale, gaunt, harrowed. In the handshake, you hear her voice whisper into your head. The path to enlightenment runs through the chasm of perfect darkness. The way is narrow and treacherous, but if you can follow it, you will find what you seek. Help me. And then she flashes away, and you see the commander once again.
Okay, I'm gonna let go of his hand. I'm gonna say, Sprook, we've got a ghost to fuck up.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Plick, roll a stealth check for me, please.
16 plus 11, 27.
Great. No one sees Plick as he has reached the hangar bay at this point. We'll get to you at some point. Plick, we may have a little session.
You're good. Whatever you need to do, my friend.
So as you all come to the two of you, Saxon and Nax, you quickly run up to two of the piloting consoles. You're able to tell through your skill at piloting that you can make small adjustments with sublight engines in between the time that you have. However, you won't be able to turn the ship around fully. So you'll be able to give it some angle, more or less. It's too large to turn quickly with only sublight engines.
Can we, like, you know how surfers ride the wave kind of in on this? Can we see which way the light is bending? Try and ride the wave to and away from the black hole? Is that possible?
With black holes, riding the wave is not really possible. It's if you get caught in too powerful of the event horizon, you're stuck. Time will slow for you slowly. Time will slow for you. Well, for you will not feel like time is slow, but eventually you're over a millennia pulled and then just decimated into nothingness. There's more to it. Watch Interstellar. I'm not going to go through the whole theory.
That's the movie I was trying to think of.
So you can attempt to angle it so that you're not pointed directly at a black hole, but right now, it's just where do you angle? What do you do?
Angle it to empty space as best you can.
Yeah. Straight away. It's far away from it.
Description, there's like there's a cluster of black holes. We're approaching it from one side, so if we can find the circumference of that and shoot for it and try to.
You can try, but based on your trajectory, your best shot is angling towards not straight at it, because if you try to turn all the way, you're going to either jet into another one. It's taking up, it's very close. It's taking up like a big portion of your view screen, so you don't have the time to turn directly to empty space.
Okay. It's nothing but black hole in front of us. There's no opening between the two.
Roll a piloting check. And you, if Nax is helping, you can use advantage.
I would like to temp boost myself as well. Take out another syringe. Not the same one I used earlier. That'd be disgusting.
Lads, I think we need to work on Saxon's drug problem when we're done here. But
it's not
right now. It's
drug.
Fine.
It is a temporary boost. I am fine. I don't have an addiction. That's a 20 plus piloting, which is I think it's a +7.
Great.
+8 for 28 total.
With that and use of what limited sensor power is left, you're able to tell that there is a path, very narrow, in between these clusters of black holes, where the pull of the gravity from individual black holes almost cancels itself out.
Yeah, Saxon will point it out. It's like, there, angle that way. Go now.
Great. I need you both to roll another piloting check. You also notice that these chasms are pitch black. They are dark. There will be no light because light is pulled. You must find the perfect center between them.
Could he have gotten some of the officers and stormtroopers to also help whatever?
They're doing everything they can to maintain balance to keep the hyperdrive cool. At this point, piloting is all on you guys.
I'm giving Nax a temp boost as well. Just like, here, take a hit. It's great. So you get to add a D4 to your roll, Aaron. It's just guidance from D&D. It's a cantrip. It's literally a cantrip. It's a concentration spell, but it's...
This is like me having a 2 p.m. glass of wine and being like, it's just a temp boost.
That's a 15 from Saxon.
24 then for Max.
Fantastic. As you all angle using sublight engines, you feel the stars, the light that's being bent pull around you as the ship prepares to enter hyperspace again. And boom, you're jetted forward. A moment later, you feel a rock and a shake. The view screen that you see from cracks. No air seeps out of it, but you see a large as the ship is shaking violently. Left, right. You feel the pull of gravity as the whole Star Destroyer is lurched one direction and then yanked another, and then boom, out of hyperspace. I need another piloting check from both of you, please.
I'm going to give another temp boost to myself this time. Ha!
During that moment, did Spruik notice if the codex did anything funny?
It did not seem to. It glowed. It lit up
Oh my
brightly
God.
and started to pulse, but no images came from it.
29 for that piloting check.
I got a 25.
Fantastic. You've noticed that when you've come out of hyperspace, you're inside this perfect chasm, this darkness. You see light bending away from you, but you're angled slightly. With your check, you turn and pivot so that you're facing dead ahead, just in time as the hyperdrive heats up again. This time, you launch forward into hyperspace, but only for an instant before a massive explosion rocks the ship. As it shakes, fire gouts from these consoles as electricity lances left and right. Suddenly, boom, you see yourself in real space. Power goes out completely in the Star Destroyer. You've come into a small pocket in the center of these black holes. In the distance, you see two things drawing nearer as your inertia is carrying you forward. You have no power in the ship. The only light comes from ignited sabers, flashlights, and the glow of the barrier on the door that secures Sunshay Soul and the children. With your naked eye, you see a small planet, no bigger than a tiny moon, and not far across from it, a massive space station with
That's no moon.
with arms extending towards each of the black holes, as if reaching out and holding them in place. The ship begins to shake and pull as you all are drawn towards the center, towards the small green planet. As you get closer and closer, the ship does not power back on. You have no control as you begin to see atmosphere break around the edges of the ship. Fire begins to lighten it up.
Can I ask a question real quick, or
Yeah.
say something to the commander?
Sure.
Does he have a name?
He has not given it.
Can I ask him? I was like, what's your name, lad?
Paleon. Hardly the time or place for pleasantries.
Paleon, get all your men to the most central part of your ship. They'll all survive, hopefully. We don't want them dying. Save up as much oxygen as possible. Get them there now.
Lad, I don't believe we have time for that. As the ship shudders and breaks atmosphere, the Star Destroyer begins to crash quickly, dramatically. The speed as you see wind and clouds whip by you. You hear Bane go, time to not die. As his hands come together, you see a red glow, and he goes, woof. As all of you are encompassed in a red energy field. Just as this happens, you feel and see the crash of this ship, and then blackness. And that's where we'll end for today.
Oh.
Welcome to the Maw.
Did
Hey,
Flick
Josh,
die?
prior
Good
to
game.
Plick, we'll
Yikes.
have like a little 30-minute mini oosh.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit, Blick.
I'm not in the red barrier.
We'll have a time to figure out what Plick did. Sorry.
Blick, roll 100 d6 concussion damage.